It's Thursday, July 9th, everyone. 2026 is the 190th day of the year. We're going to talk about extreme heat in Arizona, Nevada, California, and slight risk of severe weather in Colorado and Kansas today. Let's get started. All right, everyone. So this is our day one severe weather risk. Looks like we've got slight risk in North Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, and Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Virginia. Today we can see most of our severe weather. Then we got a slight risk in Ohio, New York, Maine. We see them in Louisiana, Tennessee. Then a typical thunderstorm risk of Florida, Colorado. We can see Wyoming. We can see also on here Texas and Oklahoma. We can see today, everyone. So we we do got a tornado risk for today also. We do got our day one tornado risk. We do got a 2% tornado risk in Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana today. We can see everyone for Thursday today. So we do actually have a wind risk for today too. We have a significant wind risk. We can see potential for damaging winds in Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska today also. Then we got a 5% wind risk for North Dakota, South Dakota, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, New York. We can see on here damaging. Then a 15% wind risk in Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. We can see a little Pennsylvania, Maryland. We got a 15% wind risk, 5% wind risk to West Virginia. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see then a 5% wind risk to Arizona. We can see also today, guys. So also we do got a hail risk for today, everyone. We got to talk about. So we got a 15% hail risk, significant one in North and South Dakota today, potential for large hail. Then we got a 15% hail risk for Nebraska, Colorado. Then 5% hail risk for Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana today, everyone. Then we do have a day two severe weather risk we do got to talk about for Friday. So this is where our Friday severe weather risk looks like. We do got a margin risk for Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky. You can see on here too. Then we got a typical thunderstorm risk for Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico. You can see Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Montana. We can see all those states of a typical thunderstorm risk tomorrow. That also, we don't have a tornado risk for tomorrow as of currently as of right now. So we do have a wind risk for tomorrow. We can see on here we have a 5% risk for Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Mississippi. You can see Alabama, Louisiana, Texas on here for tomorrow for our damage wind risk. We can see. Then also we do have a hail risk for Friday. We can see also on here. We do got a 5% hail risk for Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, even Arkansas. We can see on here for tomorrow, everyone, for 5% hail risk. So of course we're gonna get into the radar, the storm cap, the things we gotta talk about for today with the severe weather and some things for tomorrow. Also, we might talk about. Then we're gonna talk about extreme heat. Then let's move on. All right, everyone. So we have storms start as early as 4 p.m. forming, maybe lasting to 1 a.m. in some areas. Colorado, we can see we have storms starting at 4 p.m. Maybe going into Kansas. We can see Missouri also. We can see Illinois, Indiana potentially set storms. Ohio, Western Ohio, maybe potentially Tennessee. We see maybe New Mexico maybe a storm popping up between there. South Dakota, North Dakota, even Minnesota. We can see storms also today. Louisiana, we can see also Louisiana. Maybe we can have some pop-up rain showers. Arkansas, Missouri too. Also today, guys. Also we can see in Nebraska. Maybe we can have a storm also on here in Iowa too. You can clearly see on here, guys. So of course for that we have more things to talk about our severe weather now. Then our storm cap numbers today. We have storm cap numbers ranging anywhere from like 2,500 to 3,000 in places. We can see also today, everyone, our storm cap numbers. We can see in South Dakota maybe 3,000 some places. Iowa 1,800 storm cap. Illinois about 3,000 storm cap. Indiana 1,400. Kentucky 2,500 storm cap. We can see also on here. Colorado 1,100 storm cap. Texas 500 storm cap. Arkansas about 2,700 storm cap. We can see also on here for today. Louisiana, we get the 3,200. Mississippi, 2,700. Alabama, 2,800. Georgia, 2,200. Kentucky, 2,400. We can see also in Michigan, we can have 2,100 storm cap. Iowa, 2,000 storm cap. Parts of Colorado can maybe see 1,000 storm cap. Kansas, maybe 2,100 to 3,000 in spots we can see for today. Also, every one of our storm cap numbers, guys. So, yeah. Then, of course, we can talk about our wind shear today, everyone. Our wind shear could be pretty high in some places today. We could be talking about wind shear at higher rates. That means pretty much we have higher winds today. That's why we have a significant one out, guys. Just want to show you guys why we have like these, like the National Weather Service puts these things out. Yeah, we could potentially see some strong storms here with damaging winds. We can see later in parts of Kansas, Colorado, high winds potentially. We can see later today with the red. Yeah, red usually means it's high, guys, in darker white red. Like so, yeah. Oklahoma, we still have some wind shear, but it's not as much as the other area. Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, we don't have much wind shear either. Minnesota, we do have some wind shear. North and South Dakota too. We can see Nebraska for today, some wind shear. Oklahoma, Texas, we can see also on here in Wyoming and Montana. We can see some wind shear today, everyone, also too, guys. So yeah, just letting you guys know because I have to let you guys know about this stuff. Alright, everyone, so our supercell composite today, we can see this is around 6 p.m. We have a lighter chance of supercells today, but not high. But we can see around 8 9 p.m. We have a higher chance of supercells in Oklahoma. We can see on here 20. So pretty much like the 40 and 50s. The 50s like the highest chance of supercells. Supercell, I would say the supercell thing today ain't that high. It's still a chance, but it's not like extremely high chance. You know what I mean? Like a light to moderate chance, like here for supercells today. We can see also on here. Then we can see by like 4 in the morning, we still have some chance of supercells, but not really that high. We can see on here, everyone. So South Dakota, we maybe have chance of super potential light, really light. Probably not even nothing will happen there. So yeah, guys. So pretty much that's it for that, guys. So let's move on. Let's talk about our extreme heat in Vegas area, Nevada, California, Southern California, and Arizona. So let's go. Starting around noon today, we can see everyone temperatures in Nevada 107, 109. We can see. Remember that says 3 p.m. It's noon. So hopefully soon, like we're gonna get this figured out and do something. So you see, guys, in a few videos from now. So 110 we can see, 109 we can see also on here. Then we're gonna skip along to 4 p.m. now. And we see 112 in Nevada, 115 in California, 112 in Nevada. We can see 115 in parts of California, 117, 112 in Arizona. We can see 90s in Utah, 90s in New Mexico. We can see today also. Then 6 p.m. we can see we got 115, 113 in California, 110, 108 in Nevada, 90s in Utah, 90s in Colorado. We can see also on here too today, guys. Then also we got tonight we can see around 3 in the morning. We're in 80s and 90s in parts of Nevada, California, 80s. We can see also on here. Then we got 10 in the morning now. We can see for Friday. We got 101 in parts of Arizona, 90s in Vegas, 100 in California, 90s in we see New Mexico, 90s in Utah. You can see also then we got 1 p.m. then on here. You can see we got 109, 108. We can see 111. We can see in California, 106 in Nevada, 90s in Utah, 90s in we can see 90s in parts of New Mexico, 90s in Colorado, 100 in Utah. We can see also on here too, guys. Then we can see 4 p.m. coming along. We got 114 in parts of California, 112, 110. We can see also on here 102, 101, 90s in Colorado, 100 in New Mexico. You can see also on here 90s in Nevada, 105 in California, 106. We can see also on here too, guys, today. No, tomorrow, man. Sorry. Then we can see 5 p.m. on here, of course. So we got 117 parts of California, 111, 110 in Nevada. We can see also. Then it's what Friday night temperatures look like at midnight. We can see Saturday. I meant Saturday night, Saturday morning at midnight. I meant sorry, Saturday morning. We can see at midnight we got 90s in California, 90s in Arizona, 90s in Nevada. We can see then 7 in the morning we're 80s and 90s in Arizona. We can see also 80s in California. We can see by noon we're already at we're 104 in Arizona, 106, 104 in Nevada, 90s in Utah, 90s in New Mexico, 90s in Colorado, 90s in California, and hundreds too. Then we can see 2 p.m. coming along. We can see 104 in California, 107 in Arizona. We can see also 108 in Nevada, 100 in Utah. We can see also on here too, guys. See 103 in Colorado, 90s in New Mexico. See also around 2 p.m. on Saturday. Then 4 p.m. on Saturday, we get up to 110 in parts of California, 106. We can see 109 in Vegas, 104 in California, 105, 103 in Utah. We can see also on here too, guys, 90s in Arizona and 100s. We can see also two guys on here. So let's take a look quickly at our Philly temperatures too. All right, everyone. So this is what our Philly temperatures look like at 1 today. We have 110 in parts of California, 108 in Arizona, 102 in Nevada, 90s in Utah. We can see also around 1 p.m. we're feeling like today 114 in parts of California, 108, 109 we can see also. Then we got 4 p.m. on here. Our Philly temperatures of 116, 110 we can see, 103 in parts of Nevada, 100 in parts of California, 90s in Utah, 90s parts of Arizona, 80s and 90s in parts of California, 90s in California, and 100 we could be feeling like in some spots too. Then 6 p.m. we're 112, feeling like 108 we can see, and 100 in parts of Nevada. We can see also on here too, guys, today. So, of course, we're gonna look at our Philly temperatures for tomorrow morning. As well, our Philly temperatures could be at 6 a.m. Tomorrow, 80s in California, 70s in Nevada, 80s in Arizona. We can see we could feel like 60s in California. We're feeling like 70s. Then also, let's go to noon tomorrow. Noon tomorrow, we could be feeling 109, 108, 98. We can see 90s in Utah, 90s in California. We could be feeling 80s in Utah, 90s in New Mexico, 80s in parts of California. We're feeling like 90s. We can see around noon tomorrow. Then we can see 3 p.m. comes along. We could be feeling like 199, 111, 111 in Arizona. We could be feeling like 102 in Vegas. We could be feeling like around 3 p.m. tomorrow. We can see everyone also. Then 5 p.m. we could be feeling like 110 parts of Arizona, 111, 102 in Nevada, and 100 in California. 101 we're feeling like 90s in Utah, 90s in New Mexico, and 90s in Colorado. We can see we be feeling like. Then of course we're gonna check out Saturday's Philly temperatures. This is 11 a.m. We can feel like 102 in Arizona, 103 in California, 96, 97 in Nevada. We could be feeling like 80s in Utah. We could be feeling like 80s in New Mexico. We can feel like an even 90s at 11 in the morning, noon. Then we can see by 2 p.m. we're feeling like 112, 108 in Arizona. We see 102 in Nevada, 90s in Utah, 90s in California. We can feel like 90s in New Mexico too also. Then we can see 4 p.m. on Saturday. We can be feeling like 111, 106, 102 in Nevada, 95, 90s in Utah, 90s in Arizona. We can feel like in 100s too, and 90s in New Mexico. We feel like also, then this is what 6 p.m. could look like on Saturday. We're feeling like 108, 103, 101 on Saturday. We can feel like so. I'm going to wrap up the video here. Hope everyone learned something new in this video. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe to the notification bell. Never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.